order members. Order members.
Thank you. Now,
I wanted us to contribute.
Order Kimani.
Nani?
Kimani order.
Ama 20 seconds. Kidogo
Kimani.
Wacha Nyota aseme chenye alikuwa nataka kusema. Nyota. Wengine tuendelee kutap. Let's go to 10K guys. Tupige hiyo screen to 10K.
There is something that I see dwindling in our politics, and this is democracy. And when I mean about democracy is the reason why we wake up and go and vote. And we vote believing this side of or this party have a better manifesto than the other. So that's the reason why we vote. Wengine wanashinda, wengine wanashindwa. Wenye wanashindwa, they become the opposition. Kazi yao ni kuangalia serikali inafanya nini. That's what you call democracy. Right now, we're in a situation whereby the opposition, one member of the opposition is the one now running the affairs of the country. Specifically, the finance post, Mr. Bandi. Mr. Bandi belongs to ODM. The ODM, the person who was reading the ODM, he was defeated. He's supposed to be the one now reading the opposition. Now, I want us to look at a scenario whereby Mr. Odinga is vying for the top post, the AU post. Let us look for a scenario whereby he'll not make it. Then Arudi Kenya, and he may want to vie for 2027 politics. Now, what will happen? Mr. Odinga will still require his foot soldiers, akina Mr. Badi. Will he be able to convince Mr. Badi to leave the finance post, the CS for finance, to come and support? Or how will it happen? Will Mr. Badi be still competing with the president, who will be Mr. Ruto then, whereas he's the finance minister of that government? Yeah. So we are in a political dilemma of even we don't know what will happen next, because there is a scenario whereby, okay, Mr. Odinga will try to vary his word and see, okay, let me not vie. But what will be looking at? He'll be looking at, why am I vying and I'm still the one who is running the government? Or is the seat of the president so much important than having to run the post of the finance minister of that country? You see, it is getting a little bit messy. Even we don't know now which way the country is going. So how can we redeem the democracy that we fought so hard to acquire? Kutoka enzi ya KANU, nchi ilikuanga na only one political party. Yeah? To sasa penye tumefika, how are we going to make sure that democracy works? Because right now it is not working.
Nyota, can I tell you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
We are not supposed.
Yeah, nakusikia.
To be worried what opposition does, because Kenya does not have opposition now. You are the opposition, you are the media, you are the people who are taking your destiny into your hands. I hope unanisikia vizuri. You are the people who are taking the destiny into your hand. You are the people who will determine the next government. You are the people who will run it. So whatever Mr. Raila and the opposition does should not worry as much. We should not even scratch our heads about it, because number one, if Raila has joined and worked with this government, we want to presume that he's already in government and there's no opposition. Again, amatafanya nini? We will treat Raila the same way we treat Ruto. We'll treat them as people who are in government and the people who we need to take home. So I think from that angle, you'll be able to you'll be able now to settle well properly, so that you are not worried to analyze what if nani amekuja, what if nani ameenda. So what's the most important thing is which team are you, and what are you doing about it? I think from there you'll able to have a clear path, and does just take it within heart. How much that Rudi Kenya, we should treat him as part of the government. Tunapiga Ruto with the same kiboko tutapiga Raila, irrespective whether alikula kidogo ama alikula sana ama alipeleka watu wawili tu serikali ama alipeleka watu wote, because this is now the room for transformation. This is the language we need to take forward, and so the language will be like this is us, this is our destiny, what are we going to do about it? How do we mobilize? How do we build team together from MCA to MPs to women representative to senator to governor and ultimately president? What are the gaps? How do we feel? So that is the discussion where I need to go, and that's why nikianza my first address nilisema, you guys, you need to know the rate of opposition. You need to know what opposition is doing, because oppositions are, especially ODM, in a gaslight what was central province, and in a gaslight other tribe, ionekane ni kama other tribes are fighting the central, wana fight what was central, ionekane ni kama au ndo napinga serikali. But even if we go by numerics, bado watu from central province bado wako wengi kwa serikali. Probably the next wale watu wengi ni majority ni central na watu wa Rift Valley. So as Gen Z, as progressive movement, that's not for us to worry about, because wala social jipanga, where do we go next? Now we need to know their tactics, divide and rule. That's the oldest trick in the book, as we know. Divide and rule will always be there. Will always be drive, and the most powerful weapon yenye wanaleta na bado nyinyi mna fall into it and very deeply without knowing. So
thank you. Now let me add, can I say something kidogo dakika moja? Now vile Tony anasema ni kweli,
Ruto is going home.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Ni kama connection ya Tony haiko sawa. Okay, nilikuwa nasema kitu kidogo ya kwamba vile Tony anasema it is true, and the best thing tunafaa kufanya ni kuwa strategically, vile tu nilikuwa nimeada hapo mbele, then tujue tunahitaji kutuma out. Unaona mtu yote kwa leadership sahi tunafaa hafai kurudi pale, hafai kuwa pale, anafaa kwenda nyumbani, wote wanafaa kwenda, tunafaa kuleta breed mpya leadership. So it is upon us, even the youth. Kama unasikia vizuri, unaweza ongoza, usiogope, simama vile tu Morara anasema, simama, jaribu, kwa sababu tunahitaji kushughulikia watu wote wenye wako kwa uongozi, watu wadoke, tuone at least ama tunaweza fix hii country, because that is the best thing, because we don't have a country here. Hakuna kitu iko pande yetu, si pakoti, si polisi, sio DCI, sio serikali, sio wabunge, yani we don't have a country here. So it is upon us to fix it, na tutaanza na sisi ambao tuko hapa. Mambo ya tribe tuondoe vile akina Wambua anasema, to concentrate. Hata kanisa ikisema namna gani, because kama kuna kitu ilitupeleka ya shida, hata kanisa ilichangia sana, na ndio unaona hata tukisema wasipatiwe pesa, these people wanapatiwa pesa na wanazichukua vizuri sana, na unaona mpaka Mastigo anaenda anasema hapana, mimi nitatoa pesa, nitapeana, sijui kanisa sijego, and these people are just there na wako ready kuchukua pesa, na pesa wanajua vizuri ni pesa yetu ya wizi tu. So even the church, Mungu awasaidie sana. Sitaki kwenda hapo venye tumesema, sitaki kupitia hapo, but even the church, watu wametuangusha sana. Na mimi nikaulizwa, naweza sema tu venye Wambua amesema, na venye Devia hata kama ameexit alikuwa amesema, even it is upon us, si tuambiwe na wachungaji tupigie huyu kura. No, it is your vote, it is your choice. If you say it is this one, hakuna mtu anafaa kukuambia utaenda utapigia nani kura, because hata kanisa imetuwekea kwa shida kubwa sana, because even sometimes I'm a Christian and I know we have failed a lot, tumepotea kabisa, na Mungu atusaidie sana. So guys, I'm hoping ya kwamba we will fix this country na
reconstructing the IBC, because when you have an IBC, it doesn't mean anything. Hata tufanye nini, when the IBC is not there, there's literally we are doing nothing as we speak. Yeah. So can we, first thing first, ni uwezo gani tuko nayo to restructure the IBC so that in the eventuality, even the president deciding to resign or something happen, how are we sure that everything will go right the way it's supposed to be without the IBC?
Okay, ni poa, nashukuru, natumai umeshinda vyema. Mimi kwa point ya IBC hapo, hii itabidi to force government itengeneze reconstruct IBC. Kwa sababu
how
kitenye tunaweza fanya kwa saizi juu ni kama hao hii serikali haisiwezi sikia mtu yoyote, chenye nafaa tutafanya itabidi tu in case to organize to maandamano ya IBC. Hiyo tu mimi nilikuwa nafikiria, kwa sababu tukisema tunyamazie government, hii government inafanya kila kitu wakijua tu IBC haiko. Omona kwa mfano mtu kama Kimani Chungwa anaongea vitenya, anaongea juu anajua tu IBC is not there, is not existing. So exactly. Wako na hiyo proud ya kusema IBC haiko. So chenye tutafanya, mimi nilikuwa kwa mawazo yangu, itabidi either tutafanya maandamano ya kuhakikisha kwamba serikali imekuwa imewajibika kutengeneza IBC, ndio at least Kenya mtu akifanya makosa atakuwa accountable, na kura yetu litafanya ya kuwa accountable. Kwa hiyo
nadhani ni kweli,
nataka kuondokea hapa naitwa Dabi Dawaki Tamwad, but niseme hapa, unless we push Nyota, unless we push for IBC, that's hiyo tu ndio tunaweza mini constitution, unless we push, but if we wait by there tuwezi, hakuna kitu itafanyika. Anyway, thank you guys.
Exactly,
nataka kusema hivi
ni kweli wallahi. Hata mimi naongeza tu itofanya maandamano ya IBC peke yake.
Mimi na
hiyo tu mimi naongeza.
Suggestion yangu ni hivi You know, after the Gen Z demonstration, ilikula government kichwa sana. The two demonstrations ambazo zilikuwa successful zilikula government kichwa, and they also had to strategize on how to make sure that the subsequent any other demonstration ambayo inakuja na majenzi, they make sure that they foil it before it happens. So Ruto or Seven government has two headaches. Saizi wako na problems mbili. Kitu wanaogopa ni Gen Z na Mount Kenya, especially Mount Kenya West. Hiyo ndio inapea Ruto headache sahi. And the campaigns is doing now, you can see the president is on a campaign trail. Ameingia tu ameanza ku campaign. Hizi marali unaona anaenda, they are just campaigns because he wants to fix. And the only thing that is dangling na bado unaona bado na he has the power na ameshika parliament ni kuhakikisha kwamba amefinyilia issue ya IBC, because anajua once IBC is constituted and completely constituted, then he is done for. Anajua anybody can take advantage of that, and he will make sure that he keeps the issue IBC under wraps mpaka wakati ambapo anaona itamfeel. The only person ambaye akona ambaye anaweza make sure that IBC is brought into place is Raila Odinga. And this will happen. You know, right now he's just quiet because outcome ya nini ya AUC haijatoka. But if fortunately for us, if it happens that he loses the AUC seat, I'm telling you, Ruto will be forced to constitute the IBC. Otherwise, Raila will force him out. Because those are some of the things we're looking at. But for now, now that he has Raila by his side, the Gen Zs, I don't know. And he's also trying to divide the Gen Zs, just like he's trying to do the same with Mount Kenya. Unaona Mount Kenya is slippery. Now, instead of trying to divide Mount Kenya because anaona imekuwa ngumu, now he is kind of inciting other communities against Mount Kenya indirectly, and you can see it. So it's like it's inciting these other communities against Mount Kenya because maybe he has realized that his grip of Mount Kenya is gone and it is slippery. So he's doing that, and he's also doing that for the Gen Zs. He's trying to sponsor some youths. He's bringing out some bloggers, buying some bloggers to sell a narrative that is to the effect that Ruto's 2032 victory is inevitable. That's what hiyo ndio tunauziwa kila wakati. Hata ukiangalia this platform, even right now, angalia kwa comment section, kuna watu hapo wanatuambia kwamba Ruto hamuwezi. Yani hiyo like hiyo the narrative wanataka they keep on playing with mind games. Unajua, oh, this man is strong, nini is going to win. I mean 2032 hiyo it's a must for him. Nini asema sasa nani who will stand? Anajaribu kusema is it Kalonzo, is it no one will stand against him? He will vanquish anybody that stands against him, and 2032 is a sure bet for him and all that. So it's just nile anajaribu kusell hiyo mentality, kuuzia watu woga na ile nini kwamba, and even those who have some little of hope and gas to fight, if that keeps on playing, unaona ikitu bana, maybe we are fighting a losing battle. But he's a human being. Gaddafi fell. Al-Bashir, who was the strongest, fell. These strongest leaders we have known in this in the world fell. Who is he? Who is William Ruto? He will finally go down. So it's just a matter of time. And I want to agree with Wambui. Sometimes you also have to question our the essence of religion, because religion, somebody said, is an opium of the mind. And if it indeed is like an opium of the mind, then it should direct us to do the right things. But now, when you look at people, if politicians can go to an extent of using that same religion to lie to you, they go to a pulpit, they stand in a pulpit and lie to you, they stand in a pulpit and insult, and they even use, because I saw the other time, just last week, Aaron Cheruiyot, when they had a rally in Kericho, Aaron Cheruiyot is telling the clergy in Kericho, why are you not defending your government? To them, it's like the clergy, the bishops and pastors in Kericho don't believe in God. They should believe in president and tribalism. And so is like reminding them, why are you letting your son be harassed by the other religious leaders from the other tribes? Why not standing for your own? And you've seen the other day in Narok, there was a bishop that stood and was like telling the president that if those other guys have refused the money, bring it to us, So that is the problem, because Wambui, I understand where Wambui is coming from, because she looks at that and is wondering now.
So you want
These
to
are
tell
people
us that
preaching from the
William
same...
Ruto, the master of divisive politics, sasa ana divide kanisa. Uzikuwe kuna kanisa za mashambani, za maushago.
Yes.
Zenye zina support government, zenye hazit support government.
And that's what I'm saying. Wambui, I agree, because Wambui ni kama anaketi chini anaangalia asema, are these people reading from the same Bible? Because if they are reading from the same Bible, a Christian from Timbuktu and as a Christian for Accra, Ghana, should agree, because what guides them is the same Bible, the principles from the Bible. So when they agree on one thing, that they should not take politicians' money, because obviously, and everybody knows here that politicians' money is dirty. And somebody would question, we know the president earns 2 million. Where does he get the money that he keeps on splashing all over from one church to another? Like yesterday I saw a governor in Bungoma saying, donating 5 million to an SK church. And he actually announces, I said, this one is a donation from the president. So within a month,
Yes.
this guy is using over a million donating, over 100 millions in churches. Where does he get it? Look versus his own pay. So he is using the same taxpayers' money. And at the same time, we are told that the economy is not doing well. Where is this money coming from? You know. So if the church was that serious, we could not be where we are today. We are in this mess because of the church, and we can see. And right now, just like the work you've said.
I want we finish up, then we pass microphone to Dabi.
Yes,
so
yes.
that we can go.
Just like
to
I
ask
said,
I'll pose a question before Ndembali.
Okay, muulize.
Because nataka ni avoid can you avoid can you go hii platform idea on a point like this is where the problem is. I think it's a very good thing, we should be doing that, but more importantly we should be looking at the solution.